So Tuesday, 23rd of August, the next 10-week fight challenge has started for the kickboxers. We have 26 new people. It's really exciting. The last one was such a success. We signed up everyone before we even put an ad up, which is awesome. So we've gone through this morning, had a chat to everyone, had a chat about why they're here, who they are, what they want to get out of it, which is really cool. So now we're just going through the basic fundamentals of the round kicks and how to catch them, but really looking forward to the next 10 weeks to see everyone just start training and build confidence and get fitter. Okay, a rear round kick, don't worry about height, we just want it above your waist. We want to kick them in the arm first. We're going to switch stance, so our left leg is back now. Okay, same thing, knee comes up to the height you want to kick first. So knee up, as the knee comes up, we're going to pivot the front foot again and look over your right shoulder and you will rotate your hips through. Okay, so we don't want to switch and flick kick, we want to kick all the way through. Weight on the back foot, I'm going to step across on the 45-degree angle first. So if you play football or netball, you only get the ball and you step across, I'll switch, but I'll switch to the outside. So my right foot is on the outside of Sarah's left foot. So now when I kick, okay, it's going to be more to the front of the liver and I'm not centering in front of their body. Does that make sense? So just with the left kick you switch. So just bring that other hand up in the guard and just block it that way for now, okay? So nice, relaxed, hands up, kick, block, back to guard and out. So you can snap your forearm pretty easy because it's a shin kick. This coming across just helps take some of the power out of the bone alone, yeah? So just one, back to guard.
Morning team, next 10-week challenge has just started and I'm absolutely thrilled to be back. It's really cool. We've got about 50% return challengers and half of them have brought their family with them as well, which I don't know if it's a good thing. Maybe they just want to punch on with their family members, but I'm trying to take it as a positive because it's so cool to see return challengers for sure. So let's jump into the first session. Okay, so we've got the boys working hard here. We've got Elijah, who is actually Roxanne's son, who did the last challenge. She absolutely embodied Muay Thai and just loved it. You can tell that we've got a little bit of, I guess, natural ability here in Elijah. He's already looking pretty slick, so I think this will be one to watch. So we've got Tale and Michaela working here. Tale did the last challenge, absolutely smashed it. And Michaela is actually Mel's son's girlfriend. So again, really cool to see a return challenger and somebody who's been brought along having been inspired by the last challenge.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to step up with my back leg because I'm not in range to kick Sarah. So I'll step up, knee up, hips forward, shoulders back, and then back to guard. So once my knee gets to the height I want, push the hips forward, shoulders back. Does that make sense? Yeah, hips forward, shoulders back, and then bring the leg back and then down. So out of range, step up, knee up, push forward, and back. You want to aim for the belly button so when that hits, they fold this way. Yeah, that's when we can knee them in the face or do whatever else we want to do. If you do it in the chest, you just push them back and they're gone. Yeah, you can't.
With the teep, it's real, just like front on. Okay, cool. Yeah.
And come down and then back out. So big kick, step out, bring the front foot up, nice and light. Imagine if they kicked you straight away after, you kick, we do as a check to make sure that they're not, if we check, it doesn't matter where they kick, leg, body, head, no score. That's it, and all right. And with the kick shield, so when on impact, with the leg, you actually want to rock into it, yeah? Don't shy away from it and bring your leg in this way because it's going to hurt more. Try and rock into it at a different angle every time. So you're conditioning your quad muscle, not corking it in the one spot. Does that make sense? So nice and relaxed so we can move around when I'm ready, when she gives me the signal. Signal, step, kick, back out, nice and light on the front foot. Moving around again. So get here, stretch, go for your quick run. We'll build that every week. Challengers that have done the challenge, if you want to go further, you know where the run is, by all means go further. At the end of the training, we're going to do some conditioning stuff, push-ups and sit-ups. All right, so push-ups, a little different. We're going to go, if you can go on your knuckles, cool. If not, don't worry about that. But the main thing is I want you, instead of turning it like this, I want you to turn your elbows in. Okay, so when you come down, up, we're working more on our triceps, which is going to help our punching power. Does that make sense? So up and down like this, rather than out here, which just builds our chest muscles. Week 1, day 2. So yesterday, the first day, we went through the basic kicks because in Muay Thai, kicks score more than punches. Today we're going through the basic punches, so we're just getting to punching each other's hands first with no gloves. As soon as we put gloves on, I know people want to hit hard. We just want to make sure they get a bit of a foundation before they start doing that. So we're just going through the basic punches at the moment, and then we'll get our shin pads and gloves on soon, have a bit of fun. So shoulder down, rip up, back to guard. And then the back, we can do both. The rear uppercut starts with the back foot again, pivots, left shoulder back as we come out with the uppercut and back to guard. So I don't want to see, as a look at it, if we do a body rip, thumb up, head, thumb towards you. Reason being, less to break. When we come around to hit the head, if it's thumb up, you can break, you can bend it in pretty easy because okay, on the hard part of the head, so thumb in. 45-degree angle, okay, try and go toes down if you can, back to guard, so that's why you won't need to be more on your back foot. You go, check, back to guard, okay, and then it's my turn. So basic rule of footwork, whatever direction I'm going in, that foot goes first. So if I want to step in to punch Sarah, my left leg, okay, will step first, but I push off my back leg, so I drive in, I punch, and then I'll kick, and then I'll drive back out, back foot comes out first. So if I want to go left foot first, then right foot. Right foot first, then left, not swapping my feet over like this.
We don't need to take a head off, and also at the minute you're landing like in sort of no man's land. So either you want to come straight here to the body or here. At the minute you're coming at about hip level. So we've gone through some punching technique today. We're getting injuries already. So we're just putting together the basic jab, leg kick and check. 3 of the most basic techniques that we'll be doing through this challenge is that jab, leg kick and coming back for a check. We're just trying to work on distance as well, so rather than throwing a jab from in the pocket, we're starting out and pushing in. It's a lot to learn and a lot to take on, but these guys are doing really, really well so far.
Consequences. Beautiful. You all right? Up. Then 1, 2, switch, left it, ready to go. Then 1, 2, you're actually helping your training partner, right? Because they've got to defend properly. Sarah gets the back pedal. Yeah. Week 1, Thursday morning, the challenges today are going to do pads with our trainers for the first time, which is really cool. That one-on-one training with an expert trainer really gets them up to a level that we need to a lot quicker. So they're going to be pretty pumped to do that this morning. We always make sure that after the 3 rounds of pads, they're pretty excited. And we're also getting the shin pads on everyone else, and they're going to start doing some drills this morning. So it's pretty cold here, still about 8-10 degrees, but we'll get warmed up pretty quick. So what we're going to do first, we're going to do the 4-punch pyramid with kicks. So we're going to do jab, right kick. And I'm just going to bring that hand across here to start getting practice at. So 1, and then the 2, 1, 2, left, back to guard. All right, let's go, 4-punch pyramid with kicks. All right.
Hit the pads, got to here, jab, come back, cross, boom, come back. After every single shot I throw, he's going to throw something back, okay? Boom, teep, step forward, teep.
So we're just going through some drills at the moment where we're just working on setting up the hands so we can score with the feet, but also defensive, so we're checking the kicks at the end and countering back, just so they get the understanding of if someone's checking a kick, there's no score and we counter back and they don't check, you're winning on points. Because at the end of the day, we still got to score points to win. It's just like a game of basketball or football. So we want to make sure they're scoring enough to win, and kicks score more than punches. Slow it down. Use the body weight. Feel your feet bending, the balls on your feet. I want the twisting motion for power. All right, everything's power. Let's go. Bend your legs. The lower you are to the ground, the more stability you have, yeah? And more power. So bend your legs, feel the absorption in it. Check. When you check, where your left leg is, right, and check, you have to switch and bring your right leg up to where that left leg was. So you've got the range still to kick. When you switch, you've got to switch in. Yeah, so you can get the body kick. We got Mason and Christina on their first day on pads, so a little bit foreign, but we want to get them eventually learning the techniques and kicking hard. So pad work is going to be the closest thing to the real fight, where they can actually kick 100%, punch 100%, and really understand those energy levels and how low it can get really quickly if you're not relaxed. So we're just going to throw the power, we throw the power right kick to the arm, okay? We don't want to get into the position where we're blocking that too much like this, because it is a power side, so we can actually catch it, but we want to step across. So as Tia throws the right kick, I'm going to step across away from the kick, if that makes sense, because I'm exposing my ribs. And then I'm just going to grab it and picture my thumb coming up to my shoulder, and then push my hips forward and lean back, and see how now she's in a bit of pain. Yeah, and then if I was to walk forward, see how she's starting to skip like that, then later on we can actually sweep them and take them to the ground, which scores a lot. But the most important thing, if their weapons are kicks, we can take them away, they don't want to throw them anymore, yeah? So nice and relaxed, so in range, as soon as she throws the kick, step across, up, catch it, hip forward, and then push their leg back, all right? With me, hands up. So let the leg hit first, right? As soon as you feel that contact, grab underneath, and then scoop the arm into here. Yeah, that's it, yeah. So give that a go again. So let it hit, now scoop, now under. So you need to pull it back into here, yeah. That's it, yeah. So this is your stance here. You don't move this one until you feel that kick. So 1, 2.
Okay.
Yeah. As we got a few challenges that did the last challenge doing this one again, it's amazing to see in their short period of time in the 10 weeks what they've learned, and now they're doing the challenge again with people that haven't done any training before, and they're actually being able to help instruct them on the techniques and help correct them already, which is really cool. It actually helps them walk away solidifying the fact that they've learned something new, and they can actually teach others as well, which is awesome. Friday morning, still pretty cold. Everyone's warmed up though. It's really cool to see everyone still here in the first week. I know their body's going to be sore. First week of fight camp, it's in a bit of a shock, but the camaraderie's still up. Everyone's still enjoying having a laugh, and we got drills tomorrow which will lead into sparring. So pretty excited to finish the week off strong. So what we're going to do first, all right, just to warm up our legs, we're going to do 10 kicks either side into the body. So Arna's going to throw right kick. So 1, back to guard. Again, 2, so we're gonna do 10. So, and I'm practicing my guard here to block, back to guard. Yeah, so 10 right, and then I'll go 10 right, and you block. So nice and light on your foot, step across, rotate the hip, back to guard, yeah? 10 each side, and then switch left kick. 1, hands up, tare kicks, block. So try and get in the habit. Some people are just waiting now, which is just, you're just being lazy because you know the kick's going to be there. In the fight, you're not going to know when the kick's coming. So you're going to keep your hands up nice. As soon as the kick starts to come, block, back to guard. Our thumb's just in line with our forearm, yeah? It's just so the shin lands on both the forearm and this other arm to take the power out, okay? So we're just going through round kicks at the moment and the different possibilities. So working leg kick first, then coming up high, catching it with your hand to take the power out, and then catching it to actually later on sweep them as well, because obviously catching kicks and dumping scores a lot in Muay Thai. We just want to give them all the different options. Tale is going to throw that leg kick, that's why I've got shin pads on, yeah? So moving around, when she can tap on the top of the pad, I'll kick, 1, back out, check. Okay, I want to make sure when you land, you're not heavy on your front foot, all right? But once you get 3 or 4 into the kick shield and you get your range right, let's start going with a bit of power. We're just getting the challenges now to do some heavy leg kicks with the kick shield. We want to make them understand that if you're not relaxed and you're trying to kick with your muscle rather than your technique, you're going to get tired really quickly. And obviously when we do this, it's really important to get people to train together similar size to start with, because if it's one-sided in the weight, obviously they're going to kick a lot harder, and even through the kick shield, they're going to walk away feeling a bit sore, and we don't want that week 1. We want them to build conditioning, mental strength as well. So, in 3 or 4 weeks, they're a bit stronger. They'll walk away with those little knocks and not worry about them too much. For week 1, they're probably going to walk away going, what am I doing? This time, we're going to move around, and when Tale's ready, she's going to put her left hand up, yeah, as a focus pad. Because we've got gloves on, it's okay, we're just going to step in. Just a hard jab first, so nice and long. You want to push your hips forward and shoulders back. Yeah, you don't want to lean forward with that punch because then you're in striking range as well. So step up, bring the back foot up, throw the punch, step across, kick, out, and check when they throw that leg kick. Does that make sense?
I'll be the self-made champ, look at my belt. I built this all from the ground up, this all by myself, y'all know. This is the return of the one. You ain't see him coming, you just heard drums.
Lock. So that everything's nice and strong, otherwise if you come like this, you're gonna hit your elbow. Like I've done many times.
So sight, you gon' figure that out. And I might have been down, now. Only one thing I gotta know now, so you ready for the comeback?
It's better, mate. Like, honestly, just
Are you ready for the...
Welcome to the first Saturday morning for the Wanna Be a Kickboxer Challenge. Today we are working on some counters and check, so we just started building up the drills for the team here today. It's quite funny, we're starting to get some people seemingly a little bit frustrated. I guess if we look at the 4 levels of learning, they are currently consciously incompetent, i.e. they now know what they don't know after having been exposed to this sport for the past week or so. This is the hardest little bit where a lot of people can actually start to get quite frustrated and go, oh, I'm never going to be any good at this. The reality is that they've only been at it for a week and they're all doing fantastic, so can't wait to see them crack on, start building on the skills that they're learning and see where they are from now compared to week 10. Let's get into it. Change partners! You...
I'm gone again. All right.
So that bias stance quickly, as I think I mentioned earlier already, don't get too disheartened if the results on your bias scan isn't where you're at or a bit of a reality check. At the end of the challenge, we can look on it and we can see all the improvements, and in some cases there might not be improvements, and which, you know, the stats don't lie, which then I can go, well, yeah, you've been training 5 days a week, but have you been drinking piss every day or smoking or eating McDonald's? You know, there's no point training here and then going to the McDonald's drive-through for a post-workout meal. Yeah, it's not going to help you on your bias scan.
There we have it. So ends week 1 of the Wanna Be a Kickboxer Challenge. It's been an incredible week so far. We hope that you guys have enjoyed getting to know our challenges a little bit more through the interviews. We've got some really, really great characters here, and I'm sure that you guys will have fun watching them over the 10 weeks. But Nico, what have your thoughts been on this week so far?
Yeah, no, it's really cool. Everyone's settled in really well. Obviously, Tuesday, Wednesday, most people are really nervous and thinking, what the hell am I doing here, and if I'm going to be able to do it, but they're starting to believe, which is great, and we're starting to learn their stories. So for me, I'm not looking at who's got the best ability or who's going to be the best fighter. It's more for me to see who's going to grow the most in the 10 weeks from where they're at right now, and yeah, I can see some people that are really going to benefit this challenge, like massively life-changing, and that's what it's all about. So I'm really stoked on that. So we're just about to go through our bias scans to see where they're at with their body percentage, fat and skeletal muscle mass, and set some targets for the end of the challenge as well. So I'm really pumped about that, and bring on week 2.
Yeah, let's get it.